shakeout of responding to something and it being for a dwelling burning or a building burning.
Actual dwelling fires that we recorded last year was about 125.
In the whole county?
In the whole county. However, when we get toned out, when they call us, and I'll give you an example. Last night, we had a call for a structure fire at a commercial occupancy on US 19. I know it's not in the city, but, so we sent a full complement of apparatus, which ISO, and I'm just trying to relate everything, ISO expects you to do that if it's a call for a fire. Now, our dispatch goes through a series of questions to make sure that the proper apparatus responds. If it comes in as a structure fire, and through the questioning, they assume that it's a structure fire, there's flames or smoke, those kinds of things, we send at least 5 engines to try to assemble that 15 we need to. First engine gets on the scene, many times it's canceled. And I've had people say to me, well, why do you send so many until you know what you've got? Well, in the fire service, safety is important. And if we say, well, maybe it's a structure fire or maybe it's not, so let's send the first engine with 2 people. You put those 2 people on the scene, you find it's a working structure fire, then you've got to wait for the other apparatus to come. As a fire chief, my theory has always been send more, not less, because you can always cancel, which we do when we get on scene. On EMS calls, we assist EMS. We always need at least 2 people on every scene. Vehicle fires, we send 2 engines because you should have 4 people on a scene just for protection.
Mr. Giovanni, also, I apologize if we gave you that impression, but by no means was this dealing with fire. This deals with fire service. Yesterday, I went through the city, I think, 2 or 3 different times, and we were handling 2 or 3 different accidents, and you know what was there? Fire truck. So don't get so tunnel visioned as to the fires, because that doesn't have anything to do with this. Okay, it has to deal with the total product that we supply to the city of Inverness. You know, thank God we don't have the downtown Inverness burning. But if we do, the real concern is to make sure that I get the adequate staffing down there. But no, this presentation was not designed, like you stated, to deal with fires, structure fires. It was designed with a service that we have to supply the citizens of Inverness.
So fortunately, the majority of the calls, service-wise, are for other than...
Yeah, I think that's pretty consistent from what I've understood through many different municipalities and jurisdictions in the state of Florida. We have failed to address the fire service in this county, okay? And right now, I can tell you as the individual that oversees the fire service, okay, this is a good deal. I will allow any of you to go out and check with surrounding counties on how we manage the citizens' money, what we're going to do, and how we're going to grow this service in a very conservative manner. The first thing you have to do is you have to give the men and women that go out there and protect you, okay, the equipment to do the job. And you have to have a sustainable force. Right now, I think I closed the books out. I think we had $15,000 left in the reserve.
I want to address, I guess, as candid as I can, and that is the county did not have the political will to do the right thing for many, many years. I was not on the board in 2007 when that came on. I recall I was given the office at the end of 2008 and 2009. Shortly after, and over the next many months from that, we began to address the public safety issues that had been put off for what I would contend to be years and years. And the sheriff will tell you, we started a process, the Public Safety Task Force, that broke down public safety countywide, that looked at what the issues are that we were in, that looked at a declining volunteer rank in fire services and all the different things that were happening, increasing calls, increasing costs, of the declining revenue base, and we put in plan where we are today. The sheriff's office, through this public safety task force, became very clear that they could improve the level of efficiency within the organization, that they had the means and the capability of doing that. We entered into an agreement with the sheriff's office, and I will tell you it's been a huge success, I believe. The level of service to the residents of this community has improved, and we now have a plan to move forward because of the leadership of the sheriff's office and the county working together in what I would contend is the most efficient possible way. If I can't, so that's the basic answer is the
Sorry,
county.
you're wrong.
No.
I said that you're in office.
No, that's no problem. But the fact of the matter is, it should have been done a long time ago.
Yes.
But right, wrong, or indifferent, we're here today and we need to take some action. If I can, I wanted to step back also and address some of the things that were said, and hopefully talk about some of the concerns that you have as a board. Who wants to pay more? Who wants to pay more in any fire fee, in any tax, in anything? And the answer is no one. Nobody does. I mean, it's obvious, but the fact of the matter is, there's a cost for fire service.